Morning, everybody. Happy Thursday to everybody. How many of you guys started doing your Christmas shopping? How many of you guys have already done some? Spoke to an agent yesterday and he said, Joe, I'm accumulating some money and hopefully I get to go out this weekend and start buying some stuff for my family. So everybody's looking for some sales right now to try to save some money, rightfully so, as we all do. So, a couple things before we get started. Heather's lining up to start the New Year's off to get the carriers on the phone with us on the Monday calls. We've got Bruce from Forrester's lined up, Michelle from Royal Neighbors, Chris from Ciaccio, and Bobby from Americo so far, who have confirmed doing a call for us on Mondays. Almost all the time, we maybe have to do one on a Thursday if we get a little bit too many too many people want to come on the phone. So, if you're on the phone, we go over any changes they may have, any updates they have, any new things that are going on. Jay, you said Transamerica lifted the 75? Transamerica has now lifted the COVID from 75, that they have lowered it down, back to 85. So that's the only one that we've heard of.
Only final expense.
Only final expense.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing. Got an email late last night about agents that owe money to the carriers. If you owe money to the carriers, do yourself a favor and call them up, pay it off if it's small, or if it's kind of high, make a monthly payment to them. If not, they're going to vector you, send you to collections, and there's carriers that we have that'll automatically put you on as earned once they find out you got a vector with another carrier. So they're more serious now than ever. They're cracking the whip. So if you get one, don't procrastinate, don't do nothing. Call up and find out what's the least amount, they'll let you do it. My personal thoughts are do a monthly premium, a monthly draft out of your account to send to them. They will put you on as earned, and it'll destroy you in our business because we need the cash flow to get going. Okay, let's talk about rejection. Oh boy, probably one of the hardest things to deal with in our business. No matter what business you're in, no matter what sales you're in, life in general, you're going to get some type of rejection in anything. Asking a girl out on a date, going to buy something that's no longer on sale, wanting this, wanting that, and it's not available. When we go to a client's house, when we buy a lead and we get rejection, what it does, it kind of gets us frustrated. It kind of starts our day off wrong or ends our day wrong. So, with that said, understand rejection is part of the game of what we're into. That's why we get paid a lot of money. This is why we work our own schedule. If you want no rejection, which you're going to have rejection even if you come to work for me. You come to work for me, you work from 9 to 6, okay? 9 to 5:30. Friday you work 9 to 4. You don't come into work, you're late. Where are you at? Hey, you haven't done this here, what's going on? So it doesn't matter who you work for, you're going to get some type of rejection or somebody looking over you telling you what to do. So the better you are at self-managing yourself to get yourself out to work, to practice the rejection comebacks, you're going to get better over time. Now, when you go to a front door or you get somebody on the phone and they're rude to you, they're harsh on the phone with you, you can't take it personal because they don't know you. They got no idea that it's you calling for what you're calling for. What happens a lot of times is that people are tired of getting phone calls every day, probably 10 times a day. Either I'll get something pop up on my phone, telemarketer, scam call, or a number I got no idea who it is. If it's a number I don't know who it is, I reluctantly don't answer, but yet there's certain days I do answer. And when I do answer, when you hear that little 3-4 second pause, you know some automated voice is going to come on there. So I hang up. Clients do the same thing. Clients are in the same boat as us. You may get more, you may get less, but yet when somebody gets one or two, they're even hesitant to even answer their phone. So when you call them up, You can't get mad if they don't answer because they're tired of getting these calls. We had the political calls before. Now we got the health insurance calls. We got the AEP. We got the ACA. We got all these different calls that we're receiving, and you're just over it. So now when you call and they don't answer it, we get upset. You may, you can, you shouldn't go knock on the door. A lot more agents, as the day goes on, are starting to go door knocking. They're wearing their mask, they're following all the proper CDC procedures, yet they're getting out there because they're seeing face to face, belly to belly is better opportunity to make money. Phone calling was needed 3-4 months ago. Today is still good, yet phone calling persistency is not as strong as it is when you meet the client face to face. Now, when a client gives you some type of, I just send it in and they're kind of snippy with you, I want you to think about these little couple things that could be going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of. They could have had another salesperson there selling anything that was a little aggressive and rude with them. That may be why they don't want you in the house. You could have an argument with their child, their spouse, or somebody. They could have loaned their child money and the child has not paid them back. So what happens is it puts them in a sour mood, and you happen to be either the person calling or the person knocking that they're taking it out on. So what I'm gonna recommend you to do is to try to do on a phone call a little bit of a warm-up. So, hello, my name is Joe. Recently you sent a card in. And then try to make like a right-hand turn and go, man, the weather's been so nice. We've gotten no snow if you're up north. If you're down here in Florida, it's not as hot as what it used to be. Try to find something to where you can kind of slide as if you're sliding into home plate, to where they'll sit and say, okay, this is not the average guy that wants to just set an appointment and come by. We know it is, but yet now it's a psychological game that we've got to play, because that lead that you bought, the leads that we buy, cost money. Now, knowing you're going to get some rejection, you're going to get some rebuttals, I'm going to give you some thoughts. When you go knock on a door, stand back a little further. I'm 6'1". You get somebody that's large, big, you got to stand back further because you don't want to intimidate somebody. Stand back a good 10 feet. Let them see that you're far away. Don't let them think that you're aggressive and you're sitting on top of them, because that sometimes makes people feel uncomfortable, coupled with what could happen, what they see, unexpected, have a headache. I'm telling you, all the things could be going on. And if I open up the phone lines, I'll probably get another 100 people that are going to say something that could be going on with that client. Stand back. Now, the most important part is to go to work. I had a bad day yesterday, Joe. Nobody wanted to buy anything. Everybody was not feeling well. I had 2 chargebacks. Put your big boy pants on, okay? Grow some guts. You got to get out there every single day. You got to go to work. It's part of the game. And the better you get at playing the game, the easier it is to continue playing. Because what happens when you get slapped around a little bit, because people give you rejection or people are not nice to you, what they're doing is that they're telling you, I don't want you here. I want you out of the business. I don't like you. And what they're doing is that they're not being mean. Some are. What they're doing is they're saying, I don't want to see you. Can't take it personal. If you take it personal, your mind will never be right. You never make a sale ever again. It's going to happen. Here's one way that I have gotten over the rejection of not letting me in the door. You're going to get yeses and you're going to get no's. After a no could come a yes. Could come another no. So what I'm saying to myself is, what about if I do this here? Average agents take a minimum of 20 leads. Some get more. Let's say you got an agent that gets 20 leads a week, and he's a 20% closer. If you're a higher closer, you're a less of a closer, just do the math. Let's say an average sale, your commission, I just picked out a number, $500. which is just an easy number to give my explanation on. If you're a 25% closer, you're gonna make 5 sales, okay? If you make 5 sales out of 20 leads, every house you're gonna knock on, you're gonna get 4 no's and you're gonna get a yes, okay? Excuse me, 3 no's and you're gonna get a yes at number 4, okay? So what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get those no's out of the way. So what you're gonna do in your mind, you're gonna start programming, I'm gonna make $500, basically gonna make $166 for every no. No, 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 $500. No, 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 $500, okay? The beauty about it is that if you're out there with 20 leads, you may only make sales in 3 houses, yet you could sell the husband and the wife. You could sell a client with their child. So you factor all these in together. When you start factoring it in together and understand that you're gonna get rejection, you're gonna get resistance, you're gonna get rebuttals, you're gonna get people to get out of my house, I didn't send the card in, all those excuses they give you, what it's gonna do is gonna make your mind turn from a negative output into a positive output. Getting the nose out of the way, I just made money. If your premiums are higher, if you're a better closer, every stop you make, it could be $200 for every no you get. I don't care about that guy there. I got $200 in my damn pocket. Go to the next house, I got another $200. I'm not worried about it because I'm making money. And when you're able to make money in that mindset, it's going to help you when you get somebody that says, yes, come on in, because now your mind's going to be set to where you are relaxed. You're not upset. You're not all frantic because 3 people chose you no before, because now you know you have an opportunity to make a sale. That does not mean to rush, shortcut, deviate from the way you always do it. Still, take your time, okay? Anybody in sales is gonna have a bad day. You can even have a bad week. Rarely ever have a bad month. When you go to a door and the person tells you they don't want to see you for whatever reason, do not throw that lead away and say the lead's terrible. Get that lead, put it in the back of your file for that particular zip code. When you go work that area again, go back to that house. They may not remember you were there. If they do remember you were there, say, man, yes, you sent another card in. Okay? Give people the benefit of the doubt because they treated you a certain way. It has nothing to do with you personally. It's got to do with what's going on with the inside of them. I've been doing this for a long time. Probably 5, 6 times. I've actually never gone back to a house before. Okay? One lady said, I'm going to put my dog on you. Another lady said, if you don't get off my property, I'm going to shoot you. Those are the only 2 that I can remember that stick out of my head real hard. Those people are there, I got the lead, threw it away. The rest of the people that give me some rejection or some rebuttals at the door or even on the phone, that does not mean it's a bad lead. It means at that particular time, they were not ready to talk with me. We have aged leads that you can buy from us, okay? Agents make business sales on aged leads. Joe, come on, man, those leads are 6 months. Joe, they're up to 2 years old. Nobody's gonna buy from you a lead that's 2 years old. Yes, they will. And the reason they will, it's all about timing, guys. It's all about timing. You can get a brand new lead if you don't know how to adjust and overcome that rejection at the door. Doesn't matter whether you pay $40 a lead or you pay $3 a lead. It's all in what goes from here to here, your delivery, your calmness, and your attitude on how you speak with people. Take your time, stand back. Somebody doesn't want to buy, put the lead off to the side. If you look at them, you give them a presentation, it doesn't work out, it's part of the game. We'll give you an example. Professional baseball player gets paid $100,000, some get paid millions of dollars. If they get 3 hits out of 10 bats, they're hitting a 300. Our lingo, that's a 30% close. 10 leads, 3 sales, you're a 30% closer. They make millions of dollars, okay? They strike out, they fly out, whatever. They do not get on the base every time. They only get on base 3 times. So if you think about that there, put yourself in the position of a baseball player, 10 leads, 3 sales, you're 30%. You get 20 leads, 30%, you're gonna make 6 sales. Doesn't mean that the lead you're gonna make 1 sale is the overall amount of people you sell. To me, that includes the possible client, a spouse, a child. I even factor in the neighbor next door. Okay, put all that into my factory because that's what makes you a better salesperson, is keeping track of your leads, your sales, and the reason why the people told you, no, I don't want to see you. Write those down because those are the areas you need to improve on, to practice on. I'll let you guys go. Make it a great day. Everybody have a safe travels. Remember, wear your mask, be careful, and drive safe. If you need any carriers, you need leads, give us a call. Jay and Heather are here waiting for you. We appreciate you. Make it a great day, guys. Bye.